Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Dinsmore here. Have you ever asked yourself why some partnerships click and some just fizzle away? Well, we have, and especially Miss Swedish Fish here. She's asked that question a lot. That's why Partner Science, the newsletter, was created some time ago, and hopefully you're already a subscriber. If you're not, I think this will be great for you. So we're really excited to announce something today around Partner Science. So I'm going to turn it over to the author, the editor, the chief of staff of Partner Science.
Thank you, Professor Dinsmore. I appreciate that introduction. So yes, like Nick said, we're here today because I'm super excited to kick this off because we're launching a chapter 1 of our new ebook, The Behavioral Foundations of Partnership Success. So a while ago, I started writing the Partner Science newsletter, which is basically looking at more of the science and the biases and principles that us humans actually act and behave and react on, rather than typically just incentives and dashboards, which is typically and very often something that is the foundation of a partner program.
Right.
So today we're going to talk about this first chapter, and the entire ebook. It's all about understanding how this human psychology actually shape partner behaviors. And it's actually any behavior, but for the sake of what the industry that we're in, we work with a lot of partners and in the channel. So the first chapter introduces some foundational behavioral triggers that really drive real engagement. I like to call it the triple threat. And we have reciprocity, social proof, and small wins. So now this first chapter is not like the full map of all of this, but this is the first 3 biases that we're going to talk about. And Nick, let's just give a little high-level overview of these 3.
All right. Like I said, we've got three things. And again, at the end of this, you guys can download the first chapter. It'll be dripping out as we go chapter by chapter. But the first, when you think about reciprocity, it's kind of a hard word to say sometimes, but think about it from the perspective of you personally. So if you've gone to a local business and they gave you something and then you felt good about it, so you went back, right? That's reciprocity. It's not an obligation, it's not a requirement, it's a feeling, it's an instinct that's going to say, oh wow. Like if you've gone to Chewy's, if you have any pets and you've used that service before and they send you a card or they do things, donate it, it's reciprocity. So the partners that really excel in this, they do well because it triggers action with their clients. So that's reciprocity. We'll get more into it obviously in the ebook, but what's the second piece of the triple threat, Ann?
I think a personal reciprocity, I just have to mention it too, is when someone buys you something, like a friend, like a coffee or a lunch, like you'll pay next time, right? You'll get it back.
For sure.
The next one, social proof. So this is all about what it sounds like. Imagine you're at a restaurant and they display, like on the first page, the most ordered, or now when you go on DoorDash or order food online, you typically have like the most popular dishes at a place.
For sure.
You kind of tend to lean towards ordering that same item because they've already, like, everyone else is ordering it, so it must be good, right?
Yep.
That's all about social proof. And that's something that you should also implement in your partner program. So can you show that 8 out of 10 partners crush this training about X, Y, and Z? So it's not just about convincing, but it's telling someone else that, oh, it works for them, so why wouldn't it work for me?
Yeah, and a good example too, especially for those in the channel or working with any partner, if you see on LinkedIn that this person got called out and said, man, they're the easiest partner to work with. Like, and you got all these people commenting, like, social proof, right?
Yep.
All right, what's the third of the triple threat?
This one is in everyday life, small wins. And this
is your favorite, I think, right?
It is my favorite because, I mean, I have to remind myself of this all the time. And a good example is running a marathon or running a race of some sort. You don't really do it to get fit, but you do, like, what you need to do is that you have to track different steps of it, different streaks. You need to earn badges. You hit tiny goals. Like if you have an app on your phone, you also track yourself on this. Like you're not tracking a time necessarily, but you're tracking that you have done a certain amount of runs and a certain amount of miles. So you do small steps towards that goal. And this is something that you need in a partner program too. A lot of programs are just like, they're enrolling a partner and here's everything that you need to do. This is the training that needs to be done within this time frame. And everyone is just overwhelmed thinking, well, when the hell am I going to have time to do this? So you need to just break those certifications into bite-sized steps. And also another thing that's so important when it comes to small wins is that you need to celebrate all of this, like the entire progress, not just when you're at the end of it.
Yeah. Progress, not perfection, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. So those are the three things that are going to be dove into for chapter 1. So chapter 1 is now officially live. The link to download that will be within the comments if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on LinkedIn. So yeah, it's live. It's backed by science. It is truly not just made up by a bunch of marketeers. It really is researched. And congratulations to Ann for all the deep research she's done to connect the dots and really bring some valuable information to people have any type of partnership, whether you're in the channel or you're just trying to have a good partnership overall. So
that's it. And more chapters are coming, of course, but we're celebrating this first one chapter now.
Yeah.
Because this is the small win. But in chapter 2, we're going to dive into different conversation types. And once you know how to identify what conversation you're in, it's a lot easier to have a conversation and the outcome that you're looking for. So if you're in the channel or if you're handling partner programs and feel like you're doing everything right, but it's just still something is missing, it's just not clicking, take a look at these things. They're not really rocket science, but it is science, and it will definitely help you kind of lock that last step of it to make it a success.
Awesome. All right, guys, let us know what you think of chapter 1, and we will be back with chapter 2 in the near future.
Sounds good.
Thank you, everybody.